Hey, welcome back. This is Power Ground Boxing, where we're dedicated to the great sport of boxing. I need you to subscribe right now for a jab of boxing news from around the world, commentary and entertainment. But our focus right here is on honoring those of the past and the present who have made a positive contribution to the sport of boxing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, listen, this is Quick Jab, and we're going to be talking about Edward Berlanga. O to the M and a G. You know what I'm saying? Now, Edward Belanger, I'm sorry if I pronounce his name wrong, you know what I'm saying? But I think he has 20 wins and 0 losses. Now, he just fought, you know what I'm saying? And as you can see, it was very, how can I say? Controversial. That's what we're going to call this. Controversial. You know, he had a controversial decision. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, Edward Berlanga, he was in an interview and he said that he had got carried away. He got carried away and he bit the ear bit his opponent. I think this guy name is Alexis Angulo. That's what we're gonna go with. I apologize if I said his name in an incorrect format. Do you understand what I'm saying? Forgive your peoples. So he bit this guy. He said he got carried away. You know, you saw the performance, or you're looking at it right now. Either you saw it or you're looking at the highlights right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, come on, man. Edward Berlanga is something else. But anyway. I just got on to say this. It's very important if you are a professional boxer, if you are an amateur boxer, or if you're just starting out in this sport, you have to maintain your emotional bearing. That means that you have to keep your composure and not get emotionally overwhelmed or become obsessed with what I call the game plan obsession. You got what I'm saying? So you have to be so focused and not emotional that you are focused on the game plan that you and your coach or coaches have created for you to defeat your opponent. Now, if you do not do that, what happens is you'll lose your thought for one moment and you'll get emotionally overwhelmed and you'll get angry and then you'll do whatever it is, you know, because you got to understand boxing is a straight cold-blooded sport right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like straight animals out here. You understand what I'm saying? So they just want to rip each other apart. So you got to bite, you want to bite, scratch, you want to do whatever you got to do to that opponent. So we saw this with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson got massively aggravated, frustrated with Evander Holyfield, and then he decided to take a bite out of Holyfield's ear. I was going to say bite out of crime, but, you know, I didn't want to be joking on people getting their ear bit in boxing like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you have to be so focused in boxing. You got to maintain your emotional bearing, and you have to be so obsessed with the game plan that you created with your coaches that you just got tunnel vision. So you got to implement your game plan when you're in that square circle. You got what I'm saying? You can't be slipping, get emotional, and then you be trying to bite people. Now, I don't understand why he did that. Now, one thing I will say, if your game plan is not working when you're in the ring, then guess what you got to do? You got to be flexible. You got to start adjusting. You got to adapt the plan in the ring. You got what I'm saying? You got to be massively flexible because you got to adjust on the go if your game plan is not working. So, yeah, you're obsessed with the game plan, but you got to make sure that that game plan is working. If it's not, then guess what? You got to switch up some things. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, Edgar Berlanga got emotionally overwhelmed, frustrated, and his emotions got the best of him. And you'll see, he just like now, look at him. He biting right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's not okay. Like I said, you have to maintain your emotional bearing. You got to maintain, you got to focus on that game plan and implement those strategies. You got to set that man up. Look at that. Now the referee didn't see it, so he didn't call a timeout on it or whatever. But that's just crazy. This is really ridiculous. Wow, wowzers. You know what I'm saying? Now I didn't like I didn't like that moment, but I didn't like the performance of Edgar. Um, I just it just was massively lackluster, you know, and you'll notice at the end when he did win, he was jumping up and down because it seemed as if he didn't know if he was going to take the cake on this one right here. You got what I'm saying? Man, shouts out to Devin Haney and Bill Haney or William Haney. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was not impressed with his performance. Um, I just didn't appreciate. I really didn't appreciate this bout. Look at him pushing. I'm telling you, I think Belonga right now, this is the downside of having too early on success with just knockouts. It's great to have success, but when it's so easy, where you're just knocking this guy out, you come in the ring and you knock this guy out, and then you facing another opponent, and you knocking this guy out. What it creates a lackadaisical approach. It creates you being comfortable and not implementing or exerting enough effort, and then once you start believing your own hype, then man, that hype train is sometimes it gets halted. You got what I'm saying? But what I will say though, I like sometimes how Edward Berlanga was boxing off that back foot. You know, I think that he's talented. You can't take that away from him. Now, this guy right here, Angulo, he is very durable. You got what I'm saying? Put your hand down, boy. Yeah, you did okay. You patting him on the back. Yeah, you did okay. Yeah, you did okay. But I think that this wasn't a outstanding performance that I've seen Edgar in. I've seen him in some better performances. Um, he's jumping up and down. He's massively happy right there. You got what I'm saying? But man, shouts out to Edward Belanga. Hey, they call him the monster. You know what I'm saying? But his official nickname is the Chosen One. I just remember him shouting out on my monster, and that just kind of rolled with it. But congrats on that victory. But listen, like I said, when you're in the ring, maybe you're a boxer, maybe you're not a boxer. But if you're in that ring, this is what you got to understand. You got to implement your game plan. If your game plan is not working, you got to be able to adjust on the fly. You know what I'm saying? But you have to implement the fundamentals that every boxer learns. You got me? So you have to be able to switch your game plan while making sure that you stick to the basics. You got what I'm saying? But the point of this video, Edward Belonga getting carried away and biting Alexis Angulo. Listen, the rules are the rules. We not changing the rules of boxing. So guess what? We not biting people. You got what I'm saying? And it's not okay that the referee, well, the referee didn't see it. So, hey, if it's all good if the referee didn't say it, or see it, it's all bad if the referee didn't see it. It just is what it is. He didn't see it, but it's not okay. I think that Berlanga needs to go back to the drawing board. He needs to really get some endurance, because we want to see a spectacular, durable fighter, but we want him to be a clean fighter. You got what I'm saying? He a street Puerto Rican dude, so I already like him. You know what I'm saying? Just because hey, I know some peoples that know some peoples that know some peoples, and they know he a loyal dude, he a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He done switched his life around, so I congratulate him on that. So salute to a okay victory, but there's a lot to improve. Now, Belonga is mad young. You know what I'm saying? So This dude is only like 26 years old. He's like 25 or 26. So he got a lot of time in the sport. So what I hope is that he just build up, he just used this experience to get better. You got what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I feel like I'm dragging on too long. So you know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to jump out of here. Look, this has been Power Grind Boxing, courtesy of Power Grind Sports. I'll talk about the biggest names in boxing. I gotta remind you to like, comment, and subscribe. If you liked this performance by Berlanga, let me know. If you hated it, let me know. And I'm saying thank you so much for being a part of this channel right here. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, I am a hip hop guy that loves boxing. So a lot of times how I talk is because I was just a radio personality and I was really a street dude and I really box now. So I got this merge of all of these people in my mind, and now I'm talking to you with Power Grind Boxing. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man. Stay on the grind. Peace.